I'm slowly approaching my 2-year anniversary of living in the Pacific Northwest, and I have yet to go to Seattle. Because I was flying out of Seattle to the East Coast for Thanksgiving, I thought, okay, well, if I'm going to fly out of Seattle, I might as well enjoy it for a few days.
So in this video, I used Pack Up and Go to create a personalized destination guide for me because I had never been to Seattle before. I didn't feel like doing any research, so I decided why not try this out and see what it's like. And guys, if you are new to my channel, I do post content about what it's like to navigate life in Portland, so if you're thinking about moving to Portland, make sure you subscribe down below. But let's go ahead and take a look at how Pack Up and Go's destination guides work and what kind of surprises they had for me for this whole trip.
So on Pack Up and Go's website, you're going to go to the personalized destination guides. They're $75. You're going to select the city that you're going to, and then you're going to say when you're going to this trip, and you're going to check off all of the things that you want to do while you're there. So as you can see, this is kind of some of the things that I checked off when I planned on going and what interests me, and they will pretty much send you a personalized guide based off all of these things that you are interested in and what you would prefer to do on your trip. I also like that they ask you for your dietary restrictions, so they will also send you restaurants of your dietary needs. And after you fill the survey out, you'll get your order in 2 to 3 business days. So the first night, I took the train from Portland to Seattle and got off at King Station, and holy cow, this train station was absolutely beautiful. I stayed at a Sonder in Capitol Hill, and this was basically the lobby of it, so I'll show you what it looked like.
I have a kitchen. It literally has like a mini fridge, coffee maker, sink, dishwasher, a stovetop, a microwave, and it's like completely stacked with things that I can use if I wanted to cook, like there's pots and pans. And then here's the bed area, bright white sheets. I have a huge TV and a sitting area, and then I have like a stool where I just threw my jacket, and it even comes with a Roku TV, which is absolutely awesome. I'm on the second floor, so the view is like not the best, but I'm curious to see what it'll look like in daylight. And then this is the bathroom, so it looks really nice. There's a cabinet, the toilet, and then there's the shower, and it literally is stocked with bathroom products like shampoo and like bath gel, which is really awesome. So this is like a really nice place. So I'm excited to see what else is in the Sonder. This is a pretty cool deal.
I wasn't feeling too hungry when I got in, but I walked over to Molly Moon's in Capitol Hill to get some ice cream, and I got in pretty late, so ice cream was the only thing that I was really craving, but this had a really cute vibe, and they had lots of cool flavors. I got the vegan chocolate chip cookie dough, which was made with like coconut milk and oats, and it was really delicious, and it was really comforting on my tummy, so I really liked it, and it tasted really good. So the next day, I walked to the Starbucks Reserve Roastery, and there's only 3 of these in the whole country, but it was only a 2-minute walk from where I was staying. And if you didn't know, Seattle is the headquarters of Starbucks and where Starbucks was also founded. So the Reserve was absolutely insane. They had like an alcohol bar where you could get espresso martinis. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. It was so cool. And they also had a station where you could get lots of breakfast sandwiches and lots of good treats and pastries. You can even see where the coffee is made, and you can order your regular Starbucks coffee and their Reserve-based blends at the counter. I got the avocado toast and I got their Christmas blend. The avocado toast was delicious. I also loved the natural lighting in the whole entire restaurant. It was such a vibe. It was really relaxing. And I also liked that you could see the coffee being roasted. I mean, there were so many counters where you could order tons and tons of coffee or alcoholic beverages. And they even had a really cool library study room in case you wanted to get some work done. And that was something that I have truly never seen before. So you absolutely should check out the Starbucks Reserve. So I was really impressed with this recommendation, and I'm glad that it was only a 2-minute walk from where I was staying. So definitely come here because it's super cozy and it's not your regular Starbucks. You will not be disappointed. After breakfast, I decided to actually walk to my corporate headquarters and suck it up and go to the office and work for the day. So those are the Amazon spheres in case you're interested, and they had a banana cart out in front and they are free, so I obviously had to take one. For lunch later, I went to Eggs and Plants. This was another recommendation. It is a Mediterranean place, and I was able to meet up with one of my coworkers. They only do pickup, so you can't dine there, but I walked in and picked up my order, and I just ordered it to go, and it was ready for me waiting. And then I walked to an office where my coworker and I enjoyed our meals. I just got a hummus plate, very small. I wasn't that hungry. Later that evening, my next recommendation for dinner was Plum Bistro in Capitol Hill, which is a vegan restaurant. The vibe and the aesthetic of this place was super cute. They had a really solid drink menu, but I chose not to get anything to drink. But this is what I got for dinner, which was this like Chipotle seitan sandwich with mixed greens. It was super yummy. I had told Pack Up and Go that I like live music, and so they recommended Numos as a live music venue, and I saw that they were doing an emo night there, so I obviously had to do this because I was such an emo girl on the inside growing up. I had so much fun. They had all the classics that were played, and it was this one big dance party, and everyone was moshing. I stayed away from that. My angsty teenage heart was happy, and I raged all night long. The next day I went to Pike Marketplace because obviously I had to do this and it was recommended. So for breakfast I was recommended Biscuit Bitch, and I had to go because I loved the name. They only do takeout, so you order at the window, you wait for your order. I got a regular biscuit which is like cheese and eggs, and I got a vegan patty. Holy cow, this was amazing. Honestly, I probably like this a lot better than Pine Stain Biscuits in Portland. And then I was off to do some exploring at the market. I walked past Post Alley, and then my first stop was Beecher's Handmade Cheese. I really wanted some cheese to snack on, so I walked in, but before I did that, you could see the cheese being pasteurized and made. They have lots of good options for food, but like I said, I went there just to get some cheese to nosh on, and I was so overwhelmed by all the cheese that they were selling, but I was able to find some cheese sticks, and they also sell honey and jams in case you're interested. There were lots of things that you could buy.
So I'm gonna try the cheese stick from Beecher's. It's so good. It's not like an actual string cheese. It's a lot thicker than that, but this is going to be a great snack for the day.
And then I was ready to actually go inside the public market, and I was so distracted by all the flowers, and I saw that they had some travel-sized dried flowers. So I did end up buying this because this would be perfect for the holidays coming up in my apartment, and I could travel with them. There was also the first Starbucks. The line was insane, so I did not go in. But yeah, that's the first Starbucks ever in the country. And I also was able to explore the view of the water in the back, go to the chocolate factory. The candied apples definitely caught my attention, but I held back. I didn't buy one. I walked through the atrium where there were more stores. I mean, I just felt like this place just kept going and going and going. There were so many like levels of shops that you could go into. And one store that I really liked going into was 8th Generation, which is a Native American owned store where you can buy lots of cool Native American inspired designs. One thing that caught my attention that I ended up buying here were these crew socks, and I thought the patterns were really cute. They had other cool things that you could buy, and you were supporting Native American tribes, and so there are the socks that I bought. It was really special. And then I decided to do some walking down Post Alley. I was pretty overwhelmed when I walked, but I wanted to go to the gum wall next, and wow, this is insane. I cannot believe so many people have put their gum on the wall, but it's a very photogenic spot if you want to take pictures here. Obviously, I had to contribute and take a picture with the gum wall and take my gum and stick it on the wall like the disgusting person that I am. And then I was done with Pike and I decided to walk to Pioneer Square. It was really beautiful over here, but I just truly didn't see a lot to do. It did recommend going around to like Occidental Park and walk around to see the totem poles, which were really cool, and it was really nice dressed up for Christmas, but I just didn't really see much to do around here. Apparently there were shops, but I was kind of getting really tired and I really needed a nap. So after walking around and realizing like there just wasn't anything here that interests me, I just decided I'm going to go back to my Sonder and take a nap before dinner. After my nap, I didn't realize how tired I actually was. So all I did was go to El Camino in Fremont, which was recommended. It was a really cool Mexican place. I loved the vibe, and it was kind of cool that they played a lot of hip hop music. I felt like my exploring in Fremont and Ballard was such a fail because this was the only thing I did Saturday night, but I did enjoy my blue margarita, which definitely didn't help to my sleepiness. I got some cheese quesadillas and they were a lot smaller than I thought, but they were delicious. And so then I ordered some chips and salsa to give me some more food to eat, and both were excellent. I really enjoyed my meal here, so I thought they did a good job recommending this place. So it was my last day, and thankfully Victrola Coffee Roasters, which was also in Capitol Hill and just a 2-minute walk from where I was staying, which is another recommendation they had, and this is where I got coffee and breakfast. There was a lot of natural light and it had a really nice vibe. I liked that they had cactus and plants on the table. They had a small variety of some breakfast sandwiches and burritos that you could get, and they also had a lot of great options for coffee, and I really liked the barista station and how that was set up. I got a breakfast burrito and it was vegetarian, so that was really nice. It had eggs and potatoes, and I got a regular mocha with almond milk. After breakfast, obviously I had to go to this Space Needle. So this was like the only other touristy thing that I did. I'm about to go up the Space Needle. This is so exciting. It's really expensive to get tickets, but I think it's going to be worth it. So I'm so excited to see this epic view. So once you get your ticket scan, you'll walk down this hallway where you'll see a little bit of the history and how the Space Needle was built. And then you go up this elevator with the glass windows, and it's pretty epic to see the view. I mean, the views were awesome. So you go to the observation deck, and there is a cafe with a lot of natural light. I was so impressed. I didn't know that there was gonna be a cafe there, but oh my god, the views, guys, they were so beautiful. You could see the mountains, the water, all the fall foliage that was there. It was truly epic. I mean, this view is incredible. I mean, you can see all of the water and the lakes and the mountains. This is absolutely worth the $35 for a ticket. 100% do this. On the second floor, there was this observation rotating floor. I did not stay on this too long because I got dizzy, but it absolutely does move. And then I checked out the gift shop, and it was pretty awesome. Lots of great things, so definitely get something here. After the Space Needle, I took the bus over to Cary Park because I hear that there was a really great view of the Seattle skyline. I didn't realize how crowded it was. There was a lot of people there, but yes, the view was absolutely worth it. I loved the skyline. And then for my last stop and recommendation that I had was Sugar Bakery, which was just a 10-minute walk from Cary Park. They had lots of cakes and cookies and pastries. They also had lots of coffee options and a lot of lunch and breakfast options. Loved the vibe. I got a frosted sugar cookie. I just wanted to get a pastry here, which was delicious, by the way. The icing had a little bit of flavor, and then after that I was off to the airport. But I can tell you, I was absolutely impressed with Seattle. So that was basically my long weekend in Seattle. I think Pack Up and Go did a really great job providing a lot of great things for me to do throughout the weekend to keep me occupied and very much entertained. So I'm curious to know if you've ever used Pack Up and Go before. I'd love to do another video like this where I actually do one of their surprise trips and I have no idea where I'm going. But until now, this will do, and if you like this video, do make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!